see him.
Let me do that, Kelly, because you gotta get those finishes.
Okay, we have it on. We apologize, everyone. We're not sure what's going on here. We've had a camera outage and just a power surge of some sort, and we just don't know what's going on. But the Tigers are now up 20-0, I believe, right, Gary? And we don't have a scoreboard. We don't have a anything like that. We are just going off of because their scoreboard is out, our camera is out, so we just have a regular old camera right now that we're using as our camera, and we apologize, but you're just going to get a big hand view of everything. That's just what it is. You wanted to see what so that's as close as we can zoom in, unfortunately, and the Tigers with a high end-over-end kick. And it stops at the 22, and then Memorial just smartly falls down on it, as they have had some struggles tonight with the returner. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Chargers. And again, to our sponsors, we want to apologize for the delay here, but there's been some kind of power outage. We're not sure what's going on, but we want to, again, bring you as best we can what we have here. And I believe hopefully we have a game up for you right now that you can see. We don't have anything.
Can't hear anything. That running back from Memorial's a big young man.
So we are up. I know you can't hardly hear us, but Tahlequah is up 20-0, and the defense just makes a big stop there. Again, I've apologized several times. We do not have a scoreboard tonight. There is no scoreboard, so we have no idea what the time is. We are in the first quarter. There's been several turnovers by the Memorial Chargers. Tahlequah has a score by Munoz, by, who else scored, Gary?
2 by Munoz.
2 by Munoz, and we have 1 by
Jonathan Davis
so far. So Tigers are up 20-0. Their last attempt at a extra point was faltered, and they ended up, it was kind of a bobbled snap. So they were unable to capitalize, which is leading to the 20-0 score. Right now we are using our wide angle, just regular camera with a small microphone. So we apologize for everything, but we're working on it. Craig's working on it. We had a power surge, something low on here. It knocked our camera out, and it was bad enough that it actually shocked our camera girl. She's okay, but we're trying to figure it out, and this just may be what we have to do tonight. We apologize to our sponsors and to our parents and to our fans that couldn't be here. And Tahlequah there with the pass, actually, the Chargers, and it's intercepted. Looks like it was coming back in and intercepting the ball after being out for several weeks with an injury. Again tonight, we want to thank Relevant Martial Arts, Springwater Fence, Cherokee County Collision, UFFC Mortgage, Two Sisters Financial, Armstrong Bank, Tommy Nix Auto Group, H&H Quality Tire, Laura Lund State Farm, and I will get to the rest of you. And again, I apologize to everybody for the technical difficulties we're having. But here goes the Tigers, 1st and 10 at Cherokee County Collision, 1st 10, high snap. Joyce throws it backward here, and is number 8, Ray Stoff with the catch, but he's going to be brought down for maybe a half a yard loss there.
Yeah, our receiver missed a block one time and ready to get in there and make that tackle. That's the most I've ever seen us run that jet sweep. It's just not working yet.
And we are trying to Oh, we back up?
No, see,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Oh, I got you. So we're working on it. Craig's still working on it. He's over here getting mad at us. I'm just kidding. Here we go, and here is the handoff, and brought down for about 2-yard gain there. Walker Lane, was that with the carry? Oh no, that was Munoz with the carry. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Tigers here in the first quarter. Again, we do not have a clock because of technical difficulties at the stadium. Our camera has gone out. Craig is working on trying to bring the camera back in. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here for the Tigers. But we'll probably just keep it here as Craig works on it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the end of the first quarter. We got our camera back. And I think we're back in action here. If someone can let us know, let me see if are we good to go, Craig? I think we're on now, everyone. Can we turn this back around, sir? So we're kind of ad-libbing and making things work right now. We apologize for all that's going on. We are at the end of the first quarter here. Tahlequah is leading 20-0. We have scores from Munoz, 2 scores from Munoz, 1 score from, what do I keep forgetting the name, Gary? Jonathan Davis. Goodness gracious. We have had a little bit of a flustering event. Our camera, I mentioned it about 15 times now, but our camera has been messing up. It actually shocked our camera girl. It isn't our camera. I think there was just a power surge up there. There's something going on here as the scoreboard here isn't working. All we know is it's the start of the second quarter, and it is a third down and 8 for the Tigers. Thank you all for bearing with us. Thank you, sponsors, for bearing with us. Again, we're a small company, so we're doing the best we can here. Craig is chewing on the antacid like a crazy man. And that is a penalty brought to you by Suzanne Myers, Century 21 Right Real Estate. First penalty of the night, I believe, for either team. 5-yard penalty. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we're going to call that about 14 here. And the Tigers have pretty much been in control. There's been some turnovers by the other team. High snap to Joyce, looking to pass. No one there, missing 2 tackles here. 2 guys missing tackles and running over, and he's going to pick up a Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10. Getting myself tongue-tied. I'm just happy that we got everything back here, that we can bring you a good quality show now. Again, I really don't think it was our equipment. I think it was something going on up there. We've had to run wires everywhere. The electricity up there isn't working. There's all kinds of stuff going on, but we're back, and we're glad to have you here. Thank you to all of our sponsors again. First Baptist Church for students, the Tahlequah Public School Athletic Foundation, the Quamix.com, Bob Ed Culver, State Representative. And here we go, Joyce with the snap, handing it off to Munoz up the middle, moving forward, and brought down after a gain almost of another 1st down there. It looks like he might be just a hair short. Oh, no, they're going to give it to him. We'll see. No, they are going to give him a 1st. It's going to be a 1st and go Tahlequah. Munoz with several carries tonight. It's been a little hard to keep stats as we've been a little preoccupied.
He is racking up the yardage.
He is. He is coming up with the yardage for us tonight. And here in a minute after this play, if we have time, Gary, you're going to start with our trivia question.
Okay. We got...
and high snap again. Joyce pitching it over to Munoz, and he is going to go in untouched. Touchdown Tigers. Munoz with his 3rd touchdown of the night. Comes in with a 4-yard run there. And Tigers are in control of this, 26-0.
Yeah, the offensive line is just wiping out Memorial, making huge holes there in the line.
Gary, I'm gonna need you to call it for a minute. I got to do some stuff so people have the new link.
Okay. Number 58. So Jimmer on the extra point try.
And there you go. And it is up and good, right?
Yes, up and good. And we have a new holder tonight, Brody Younger, a sophomore, holding for snap. Oh. And Bodie Jimerson kicked that right on through there, making it 27-0. just the start of the second quarter. And again, we do not have a clock, so
yeah, we don't know what is going on at all.
Referees are keeping the clock on their watches, and they're going to come over and warn the coaches when it's close to the end of the quarter. So that's the only way we know what's going on.
4 minutes and 1 minute is what they've told us, but we won't know because they're doing it through their headsets. So I just posted a new link, so please, if you all don't mind, share that on your Facebook pages and stuff so people that are still searching for our link can do that. Gary, as we kick it off, since they can now see, can you give us our trivia question tonight?
Trivia question. In 1924, when Tahlequah started their football team, they had black and gold uniforms. They wore black and gold uniforms until they switched to the orange. What year did they switch to orange uniforms?
So we need the year, and put that in the YouTube comments. Please subscribe. You have to be entered to win. You got to put it in our comments, subscribe, and we will draw a winner at the end, probably the middle of the fourth quarter tonight, maybe the end of the third quarter. We'll just kind of see how it goes. But you will win $40 in Buffalo Wild Wings. So, again, to do this, you got to subscribe to our channel, and then you got to put the answer in the comments. If we get multiple right answers, we will draw, and we'll do it the old-fashioned way, out of a hat. So let us know. Put that on there. Please subscribe. We're up to 200 subscribers now. We're big time. We'll be honest with you. We're trying to get to 1,000. I know we've got a long way to go, but it actually helps us as a business get more views and more different things, the more subscribers we can get. So anybody that was willing to subscribe, we would appreciate it. So here we go. 1st and 10 for Memorial, and they have not been past the 50-yard line today, Gary. And here's the handoff to number 11, to the running back around the left side. He's going to get a good little gain there, picking up 6 yards, going to bring up a 2nd down, and we're going to call it 4.
Daquan Pickens is a big running back.
Yes, he is.
We have a new nose guard in there tonight. Number 42, Jordan Meisner, is right in the middle of there. And number 64 is the left tackle, Bryce Anderson.
And we want to thank Grace Medical Supply for helping bring Tahlequah Tiger football to you tonight through the Green Country Sports Network. And here's the handoff delayed, charging forward, and might have gotten the first down there. Looks like he will, and I think, Gary, that'll be the first down tonight at Memorial.
I think so. Number 3, Coda Bunch on the tackle, and knocked that big old guy down and then helped him up.
Yeah, it's all right. We like that. We like that teamwork.
Yeah.
So we wanted to mention Parker Lane is out tonight. He had an interception tonight, I believe, already.
Yes.
3 scores by Munoz, 1 score by Davis. We haven't got to call your Tomahawk missile yet, have you, Gary?
No, Luke Chafin just came in at nose guard. Coach is moving people around tonight.
This is good. Get them some experience.
Yep.
See what's going on here. Rest up as much as you can if we are, we assume that we should win, but you never know. Here's the handoff, and met right away by number 64, Bryce Anderson, showing no mercy there for a 3-yard loss. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 13.
Bryson's a big young man also. It's like 2 sumo wrestlers hitting there on that tackle.
Yeah, and no clock tonight, so I do not know how much time is remaining. All I can tell you, it is the second quarter.
Yeah.
So
great job by Bryson.
Yeah. So again, thank you all for bearing with us. I'm probably going to apologize all night long.
Matt Cloud's going to visit us at halftime,
Yeah.
and looking forward to what he has to say.
Yeah, lots of things going on here. Handing it off around the left side here, nowhere to go.
Wow.
Going to be brought down for a no gain, I guess, and we're going to call it a 3rd down and 13.
Aikens in on that tackle. Aiden Glenn on that tackle, and Luke Chafin was in on it.
Yeah. Beautiful night here at La Fortune Stadium. It's a good, nice stadium. I'm not sure what happened to the score clock, but maybe it had something to do with what happened to our camera. I don't know. Goodness gracious.
They're obviously having electricity problems.
Yeah, something's going on there. So, again, this brings up a big 3rd down for the Tiger defense.
Got 4 wide receivers on this play.
And here's the snap, passing it off to the right side, caught and met right away by number 34, Jonathan Davis. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. That's going to bring up a big 4th down. It's going to be a 4th down, and we're going to say 15 here for Memorial, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout. referee timeout, I think, injured player on the field. So we're going to take it with them, and we'll be right back on the Green Country Sports Network.
Hey y'all, it's Lou Kelly from the Quam at QuamX.com, inviting you to join us each and every day, Monday through Sunday, where you can tune in and hear all the scores from all of the high schools in Cherokee County. It's an update that happens every other hour. Just listen for it. Plus, your favorite songs from 1955 until today. And RedDirtTexasCountry.com plays Red Dirt, Texas Country Charts, and the 1990s decade of country music. Go to QuamX.com.
Welcome back on the Green Country Sports Network. Injured player is off the field. Looks like he's going to be okay. But that brings up a punting situation for Memorial. Last punting situation was way too high of a snap, which created another Tahlequah touchdown. This is a better one. A low, wobbly kick that's going to be down. I'm going to call it, I think, about the 36 or 30. Oh, no, they're going to say the 40. So, of course, that's still a better punt than what they had before because it went way over his head and the Tigers had the ball and scored. So it's going to bring up a Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Do want to thank a few more sponsors. Springwater Lawn Care, BJ Baker Trial Attorney, RedDirtTexasCountry.com, Spring Hollow Feed and Supply, Relevant Martial Arts. There's so many. Thank you so much. I know people probably get tired of us saying the names, but please go out and visit those. Go out and use them for something because they invest in the community and they care. They have businesses here, and it looks like now we're going to have a timeout, and we're going to keep it here. Timeout by Memorial. Gary, we want to talk about a couple of things. First, go ahead and give me that trivia one more time.
In 1924, when Tahlequah started their football team, they were wearing black and gold uniforms, and they wore those colors for basketball and all sports until they changed to orange and white. What year did they change to orange and white?
What year did they change? All right, some of you administrators that are on here, you better get this one right.
I'll give you a clue. The reason they switched to orange and white, Tahlequah was leading the state with 19 losses in a row. And so they wanted to change the culture and hired a new coach. He ordered some new uniforms, and the rest is history.
Were we the Tigers then?
We were the Tigers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing we want to talk about, and I will pull it up here after this play. I'm going to get it pulled up here. Give me just a minute. But here we go. And here is the snap. Joyce rolling to the right, looking for a man open. Has a man open deep, and he's throwing it off the run, and it's going to be just off his toes, and it is going to be a pass interference.
Parker Lane intended receiver.
Yeah, and pass interference on Memorial. That was close. Could have gone nothing. Coach is not happy. But Suzanne Meyer, Central 21 Real Estate, bringing you our flags tonight, our flag sponsor. So let me look through here real quick. I do want to mention the Tahlequah Sports League. They have got several teams playing in the Super Bowl tomorrow at Doc Wadley. First grade plays at 9 against Westville. Third grade, 11 against Miami. Fourth grade, 12:30 against Westville. And fifth grade at 2 against Adair. So if you want to go out and watch some really good football, youth league, I mean, some of these teams are Tahlequah, they're undefeated. Gary, they're really good. So go out there and support them at Doc Wadley. Get loud. There'll be a lot of people there. It's fun. My nephew, I believe he's in the third grade. He will be playing, and I'm going to be there cheering him on. And this will be maybe his third year in a row. I can't remember now. I'd have to to look at it. But
Yeah.
some big stuff for those kids, and they prime and get them ready for here. The cheerleaders as well, Gary, are coming up and grow up to be cheerleaders here at Tahlequah.
Yeah, that's a great program that's contributed to the success of
Yes.
the Tigers here.
And we got an offside penalty here by the Memorial, so it's going to bring up a 1st and 5 for the Tigers.
Craig, you mentioned earlier that the coach for Memorial was not happy with that penalty, but from being a coach, you're never happy when you're down 27-0.
True. Well, coaches aren't usually happy. I mean, no offense to our coaches, but there's always things to improve on.
Yes.
Here we go, and handing it off to number 40, and he is going untouched, and he's finally touched at about the 22-yard line. They're going to be brought down for a Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10. Spar with a nice little run there up the middle, and picking up a big first down for the Tigers, and Tigers on the move here.
Yeah, he's missed several games with an injury. It's good to have him back.
It is getting a little rust off of these guys. Parker Lane getting some rust off, and getting some other guys in there playing. We got Matlock out left, far left, and I believe number 6 pass thrown and caught. Touchdown Tigers, number 6, Jacob Morrison with a touchdown. Nice pitch and catch there by quarterback to receiver, and a little bit of a tough catch there, but nice job.
Bobble that thing and held on. Tahlequah's had last week had 5 receivers with multiple receptions, so a lot of them are sophomores. They are doing a fine job here.
They are. And here we go with the extra point.
Bodie.
Ball down, kick up, and it is good. We do not know what period of the second quarter we're in, but the Tigers are now up 34-0. I know. This is like I can't help but laugh. No scoreboard. Things are just messing up, so please, people, bear with us. Scoreboard is not our fault. That is just we don't know time, don't know anything going on. I would say we're probably 3/4 of the way with the second quarter, I would assume.
Well, I do know we're in Tulsa at Memorial LaFortune Stadium.
Yeah, we know that much. We know where we're at, barely.
Other-
We know Craig wore his costume, and it was nothing but his normal face, so scary enough. No, that was me, actually, probably.
Well, I say hi to Tommy Webb, one of my classmates.
I see Jonathan Davis, Dad Jonathan Davis. Unless Jonathan Davis is out there like we thought last time. I'm just teasing. So another thing I want to talk about, Gary, real quick. Mention the cross-country team. What's going on with them tomorrow?
Oh, there are they qualified for state track meet, cross-country track meet. They're both going, boys and girls are heading up to the state track meet tomorrow. Matt Clouds, athletic director, will fill us in a little more on the details on that. But wish them the best of luck.
Yes, and here we go. Here is the kickoff, and it is fielded at the 25-yard line and running to his right, around right, not getting down. The number 56 wasn't letting him go. Cy Fisher, he said, you're mine, you're getting tackled, and that's it. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Memorial.
Speaking of Hunter Clay, which I think you were at one point, I'd like to say hi to his aunt, Calvin, and aunt and uncle Calvin and Terry Sneed, really good friends of ours. I found out last week that was their aunt and uncle, so I'd like to say hi to them. I know they're out there watching.
Yeah.
And Bubba, his grandpa, Bubba Clay, a great player back in his day.
And we want to thank Rafa's Burrito Company for bringing you the game tonight. And here we go. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper on the left side here. And he is going to be met by 3 Tigers and still moving around trying to get forward. And he is going to be brought down by about 17 Tigers there. I think guys came from the sideline. No, I'm just kidding. I got to have a little fun with it for a huge loss for Memorial.
I think number 2 might have been the first one in there, but Parker Lane.
And here we go. It's going to be a 2nd down, and I'm not sure why the sticks moved. The sticks moved all the way back. It's not a 2nd and 10. They should have stayed.
Yep.
It should be a 2nd and like 25.
They're going to try to.
I was wondering what
out.
was going on there. That threw me off here a little bit. It's going to give me some time to thank a few more sponsors. Thanks, Armstrong Bank. Emily's dad, Bobby's the market president for Armstrong Bank, and he's a good guy. And
A neighbor out there at Crittenden, America.
Yeah, so thank you, Bobby, and we also want to thank First Baptist Church First students. Another Bobby Franks, has a great youth group going there in college ministry. So if your kids are looking for something to do on a Wednesday night, give Bobby a call. He'd love to talk with you and tell you a little bit more about First students. And it's going to bring up a long second down in Tahlequah here. And here is the ball thrown just up in the air and caught. And he is, oh, man, wow. Caught at the 39-yard line. And it's not a first down yet. But, wow, what a good job there. A good catch by the receiver. He had 4 Tahlequah Tigers around him.
Yeah, we're going to give him credit for throwing that back shoulder pass, Kelly.
That's right.
He underthrew it by about 10 yards, and the receiver came back to it.
That'll work.
Yeah, that was heads-up play on the receiver's part.
It was. He did what he was supposed to do there.
Yeah. Speaking of back shoulder throws, Laura Lunn at State Farm, if you've watched their advertisings, Aaron Rodgers advertises for him, and there's rumor going around that he's going to visit the Tahlequah office at some point.
Yeah, we talk about this every week, but Aaron keeps saying no. Here we go, handing it off, running it up the middle here, and he's going to be brought down for no gain. It's going to bring up a 4th down and
good defense.
Call it 3 or 4 here.
Good defense.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers, or we could get Chris Paul. None of them. We can't. They're all too busy for us, Gary.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Yeah, you know, if I could go back to high school, and if I ever would have made a good play, I would jump up and raise my hands up. That way people think you made the tackle.
That's right.
Whether you
or
did
would
or
you
not.
do the discount double check? Here we go. And we're going to have a timeout by Memorial, and I'm not sure if we're taking it with them or what we're doing here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we are back. We want to thank State Representative Bob Ed Culver for bringing you Tahlequah's game tonight, and also want to thank Springwater Lawn Care. I'm sure Dylan has gotten busy now with leaf removal and things like that. So if you need some stuff done, give him a call. He'll hook you up.
Yeah, basketball's coming up soon, and we're the teams are working hard, practicing hard, getting ready.
Yes, they are. And we're talking about our comedy routine here. We're not doing a very good job, so we apologize. And here's a pitch back and picking it up, but it is going to be a big loss there. So not the way I'm sure the coach drew that up for a first down or for a 4th down play. I don't know if he was going to pitch it and throw it or what, but it's going to be a 1st and 10, Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 30-yard line. Again, we do not know how much time is remaining in the second quarter. Of course, the score is 34-0.
And I know there's a lot of parents and grandparents out there watching, and I'm going to apologize because we have some players in the game we do not have numbers for.
Yes.
I hate that because they've worked hard, too. They need their moment.
Yeah, number 4, the quarterback, new quarterback out there, Brody Younger.
Yeah. He was injured earlier also. It's good to have him back. I've heard a lot of good things about Brody.
Yeah. And we want to thank the Tahlequah Public Schools Athletic Foundation for helping bring the game tonight to you. Younger rolling around to the right and passing it, and is intended for number 8. Number 8, race stop, incomplete. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And remember our trivia tonight. If you want to win $40 in Buffalo Wild Wings, keep those answers coming.
Mm-hmm.
And what year did the Tigers go from being, what was it?
Black and gold.
Black and gold to orange and black. Put your answers in there. We will draw if we have multiple rights. Got to subscribe to our YouTube. I'm a broken record. So, and we go. Brody changing the play here, telling his line what to do here. A 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Here's the snap, handing it off up to the right side here, and going to be brought down for a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for Tahlequah. Looks like number 34 with the carry, Jonathan Davis. Oh, I'm sorry, number 40, Spar with the carry. I saw Davis get up first, so it looked kind of like he had the ball.
I think we have Alec Willard out there on the line. 56, Cy Fisher's out there.
Yep.
Good to see some younger players.
3rd down, and I think it's 6 here. And here's the snap, handing it off again to Spar up the middle, and he's met for no gain. Going to bring up a 4th down for the Tigers. And I'm going to assume they're going to go for this, Gary.
Well, you know the old story about if you assuming stuff.
I know. That's what. Never mind.
We better stop there.
Yeah, you better. Here we go. So 4th down for the Tigers. 4th, and we're going to say 6 here. Do not have a play clock, or not a play clock, a time clock on the game. 2nd quarter is all I can tell you. And here we go. Going to get 5 yards. Suzanne Meyer, Central 21 Right Real Estate, bringing you that penalty. Going to be now, I'm going to say, a 4th down and 1 for Tahlequah, so much more manageable 4th down.
Well, Kelly, the Memorial mascot is a white horse. He's down there terrorizing the little kids, scaring them. That little boy, he ran back and jumped in Mama's arms.
Yeah, and the Chargers tonight, Gary, had senior night, so a bunch of seniors out there and some nice young men.
Yes.
Here we go, handing it off to Spar up the middle and moving forward. And it looks like he's going to be stopped right at the line to gain. Let's see if they're going to give it to him or not. Can't tell where they're going to put this spot down. And it looks like, let's see what they're doing here. And they are going to give it a Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10. That was very, very close. Must not have been close enough they felt like they needed to measure, but again, very, very close here. Yeah, they don't like to measure, I guess what Craig was saying. So, no, I mean, we don't know, but they don't measure very often. So, again, a Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10. Here we go with the snap. Younger with the ball, handing it off again the right side to Spar and lowering his shoulder, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 5 there. Going to be a 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers.
He runs hard, Kelly.
Yes, he does.
That's the one thing I remember from before he was injured. He will hit you.
He will hit you. We also want to thank B.J. Baker, trial attorney. He's a proud Tahlequah supporter. He has a lot of family in there. And here's Younger with the pass. And met and missed tackle there by one Charger. And it's going to be brought down for a Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10. Nice second effort there by Jacob Morrison to get that 1st down.
Yes. Sophomore to sophomore. This is our future out there.
And I think the Tigers are going to be in good hands, not only with the coaches, but some of our guys coming up, Gary.
Oh, yes, I'm telling you. It's looking good for the future.
And, again, 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Those linemen don't get much credit, but it's without them, there's nothing else going to happen.
And here is Younger with the pass. Man, they open in the corner. Caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Number 6, Jacob Morrison with the catch. Wide open in the corner. And the Tigers have now made it a 40-0 score.
Did you see that fake?
And we got 3 minutes to go in the game. We just got told by the broadcaster, 3 minutes to go in the half. I'm sorry, I said game. But we thank you, Mr. Broadcaster guy, or PA announcer. He helped us out there because we had no idea. Here is the kick. It is up, and it is good. Tigers will now be leading 41-0 with 3 minutes remaining until halftime. Again, we plan to have Matt Cloud come up here and be interviewed. I don't know where he's at right now, but I'm going to text him here in a second and see what he's up to and see if he is coming.
Russell Pascal is announcer tonight for Memorial. He's been at this job a long time, and assistant athletic director. He's really helped us get set up here. So thank you, Russell.
Yeah. I'm trying to find him. Oh, Mr. Cloud.
Yeah. All I'm trying to do is find the Buffalo Wild Wings that they supply us at halftime.
It's not here. We got to go eat our normal IHOP or whatever we eat because nothing's open anymore. You'd think in Tulsa you could find some things open after 10, but you can't.
So what do you think the score is right now, Kelly?
What do you mean the score?
What is the score right now?
Well, it's 41-0.
41-0.
We got to forgive Gary. You know, we mention every week about how he wore a leather helmet, and I think it's showing.
That's a pretty good trick to look at that screen like that, Kelly.
And Tigers back to get ready to set for the kickoff here. And Jimerson ready to kick. Lefty kicker again. And a high little short kick there, fielded at about the, let's say, 26-yard line. It's going to, no, 28-yard line they're going to give it. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Memorial. Game brought to you by H&H Quality Tire and Auto. Craig keeps them in business because he has to take his Jeep up there all the time. So they thank Craig for his business there because they're good. They do good work for a quality price.
Got a lot of new
ones out there. It looks like we got number 14 on defense. Well, he's not new. Braden Northington is out there. Good player. Number 7. Jaden Moore is still out there.
Number 20.
Number 20 is out there. LaShawn Johnson. My friend Florence, I didn't even know that Braden was her son.
Really?
Yeah. And she posted something about him. I go, oh, that's your son. I should have known that. Wasn't paying attention. And well, Jennifer Patrick's telling me to be nice to him because he's too old, and she said be nice to Gary. And I said,
thank you, Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer, come on now. I got to give him some kind of. You don't know what he does to me and Craig when the camera's off and the voice. I'm just kidding.
That's why Kelly needs B.J. Baker, trial attorney.
I need a form for bullying in the workplace. Oh, I'm just teasing. Here we go. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for Memorial.
If you're out there and you know who 77 is. That is a
quarterback keeper up the middle, and he is rumbling and stumbling. We talked about that earlier, and he is going to be moving forward. It's going to be a 1st down for Memorial. Nice job there on that quarterback.
Number 77 for Tahlequah Tigers. Who is that?
Yes, someone tell us who number 77 is. We do not have his number. You can mention it in the comments on YouTube, and maybe that'll tell us. And keep those deals number.
Yeah, this is a lots of getting a lot of players out there, and getting ready for Collinsville next week.
Yeah, here we go. Quarterback keeper around the left side again, and another looks like going to be a 1st down. So they figured out. Oh no, they're going to call him down a couple of yards short here. They are not moving the sticks on this one. This will be a 2nd down.
This is their 3rd quarterback they've tried tonight. He's having some success there.
Yeah, he is. Those just running the ball, not even trying to hand it off, and it's going to have been hard for the Tigers to stop him. It's going to be a 2nd down, and we're going to say, 1 here. We're going to say probably about a minute to go in the 1st or the 2nd half. Not quite sure here. And refs are blowing the whistle. I don't know if this is halftime.
Well, we just don't know.
Oh, it's halftime. It is halftime. Yeah. We just heard them yell it again. We do not have time. So it is going to be halftime, and we will be right back here shortly with Coach Cloud, the athletic director, and with your Green Country Funeral Home halftime show. So stick with us to listen to what Coach Cloud has to say here on the Green Country Sports Network.
Green Country Funeral Home. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Green Country Sport Network presents Tahlequah Tiger Football. Support Tahlequah Tiger Athletics. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Today's game is brought to you by Green Country Funeral Home, Buffalo Wild Wings, Cherokee County Collision, State Farm Agent Laura Lunn, Springwater Lawn Care, Tommy Nix Auto Group, The Claw, Two Sisters Financial, Roffers Burrito Company, Relevant Martial Arts, Bank of Cherokee County, H&H Quality Tires and Auto, Grace Medical Equipment, Bob Ed Culver State Rep, UFFC, Spring Hollow Food and Supply, Suzanne Myers, First Students Tahlequah, Springwater Fence, RedDirtTexasCountry.com, BJ Baker's Trial Attorney.
Listen live. I'll see you there.
Football team first. Anything you want to say about this game or next game?
I think the biggest thing next week is keeping everybody healthy for next week. And, we're beat up, but they've kind of come into all their own, and I think they'll be okay. I mean, it's at home. I don't know. What's Collinsville score? Do we know the Collinsville score? That's a huge game for us. It's another big game, yeah. It is. I don't see it. Oh, 42-8. Collinsville.
So I have to warn you, that right there is what's showing up on YouTube, so that's like a 10-second delay.
Okay.
So don't be looking at that.
Okay.
Thinking you're looking live,
Okay.
So are we set where we need to be?
Yeah, you guys look good.
Any closing memories?
Let me know when you're ready.
You ask and I'll answer.
Okay. Welcome back to halftime. We're here in the press box with Coach Matt Cloud, Athletic Director at Tahlequah High School. Thank you for visiting us today. Coach, for people that don't know you well, is there anything you want to say about your past, your career, where you came from before Tahlequah, or any of that kind of stuff?
Well, I was a college baseball coach for 13 years. I didn't really see myself in the high school ranks, and the opportunity, I met my wife when I was going to grad school at Northeastern. We had the opportunity, she was working at Tahlequah High School, and I had the opportunity to come back, and I coached baseball and softball there, and we were very successful in the softball end. We ended up going to 9 state tournaments, and I never could win that last one, but that's always that elusive goal. But no, I was a college baseball coach for forever, and I thought that's what I wanted to do, and I had no aspirations of being an athletic director. I really didn't, and the opportunity came around, and at the time, our superintendent, Lisa Presley, at the time, talked to me about it, and I didn't realize it would be a career. I thought it would be a short-term deal, but we love living in Tahlequah, and hope to call it our home for the rest of my career, at least.
Well, I know we have a big game next week.
Yeah, and historically that's been a rough game for both sides. There's been years where there was some really key plays that made the game go either way, and I know we're a little bit beat up right now, but I think the team's playing well. They've kind of come in their own. We've got some young guys playing at a high level, and I really don't believe that they're going to be intimidated next week when Collinsville comes to town. Collinsville's thumping Pryor pretty good right now, and So they'll be 9-0. But I also remember one year when we were 9-0 and Claremore came to town and knocked us off, and they shouldn't have. So not, you know, going into week 10, everybody's 0-0, going into trying to get to that playoff spot, and it's a big game for us for the playoffs.
You know, I was a good friend with the Claremore principal that year. They were really scouting stuff. That was
Yep, it was. They had our number for sure.
Well, can you talk a little bit about cross country and some other things coming up?
We're running in the cross country state tournament tomorrow. Both teams qualified, and they are competing at the 6A level. Still burns me a little bit that we're competing at the 6A level with our numbers where they are. You know, we're still lower than we were 2 years ago, and we're having to compete at 6A in certain sports. And but they've done good. I don't think they've backed down from the challenge, and you know, we're proud of what they've done. That would be an amazing feat to get on the stand as a 6A school, and I think they've worked really hard. You know, they start in June and they go all the way through the summer, and that's a grind. You know, if your sport is running, you got to be pretty tough. So those guys have been running every day since June, and this is kind of their swan song, their fruit is the state tournament, and hopefully they're having a good time, and hopefully they perform well tomorrow morning. The biggest thing with the Hall of Fame, people say, what's that about? You know, are we just recognizing past people? The biggest thing that we wanted to do when I started as the athletic director, we had to tie the community back to the school and the people back to the school. And not necessarily folks that still live in town, but people from all over. And we were successful, but we weren't at that next level. And I think through the Hall of Fame, you know, money's king, and money helps us go. And through the Hall of Fame banquet, it's grown every year. It's one of the it's a lot of work. You know, moving out to Cherokee Casino has been huge for us because in the past we did everything. We had food, we rented the place, we had the athletes helping us serve. Now it's a little bit less on our plate. We can enjoy it more. But our goal is to through and getting those guys and learning who those people are and getting to know those person on an individual level.
Yes, and Coach, some of those people, I just grew up hearing those names over and over. You know, they're like legends to me, and then actually get visit with them and tell their stories. So really a cool experience for me.
Absolutely.
The Tahlequah Athletic Foundation that they've started is a way to bring the community back to give back to the high school. So we're trying to raise a little money for the athletic department, and I think next week we'll have every athlete in the past. Now I will
we had our first basketball scrimmage yesterday. The girls started their scrimmage season, and they took on Stillwell. I stayed for about 2 quarters, and I think the first quarter they outscored them 22-9, and the second quarter was 23-8. So David Qualls has got them playing at a high level again. You know, they've got most of their team back, and they looked mid-season form yesterday, first day out. The boys, they go next weekend to Broken Arrow. So, you know, we're getting right there around the Christmas time, our tournament. You know, we have the tournament that we always host on December 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Okay.
It's going to be a big-time tournament. There's going to be some really tough teams in it, and we're excited about the caliber of teams that we've got coming in. And it's always good to play in town and get to play 3 nights in a row in front of our home fans.
Yeah.
So.
And I've got to give credit to the administration and athletic directors at Tahlequah for the TMAC and the facilities that you have now. It's improved 1,000% since years ago.
We're absolutely proud of that place. That's kind of our centerpiece. I always tell our coaches, take care of their facilities, because the athletics is kind of the front porch to your school, and that's no offense to the academics, because that's very important too. But more people come into your athletic facilities than they do your regular classroom. So we want to put a good piece out there for everybody to have.
Yeah, and the lobby of the TMAC has just got a lot of memories, all your trophies, the legends of the past up there on those walls. It's really cool to see that. I'm
fortunate to get to see that every morning, and it's not work when you enjoy what you do, and I enjoy what I do. And watching kids have the time of their life, the best time of their life every day it's a blessing. It's a hard job, but it's a fun job, and I'm extremely blessed to get to do that every day.
Super. Well, Coach, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys. I know it's a lot of work for you too, and we appreciate getting this product out to our people.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm David of Green Country Funeral Home, the only locally owned funeral home in Tahlequah, owned by my wife Renita and myself. We're also proud to be the only funeral home in the area with an on-site crematory to meet the needs of our community, your families. Our family at Green Country Funeral Home works to assist and guide you through the many details of your family's final needs and wishes. Green Country Funeral Home, where we don't work for a corporation, we work for you.
Green Country Sport Network presents Tahlequah Tiger Football. Support Tahlequah Tiger Athletics. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Today's game is brought to you by Green Country Funeral Home, Buffalo Wild Wings, Cherokee County Collision, State Farm Agent Laura Lunn, Springwater Lawn Care, Tommy Nix Auto Group, The Claw, Two Sisters Financial, Roffers Burrito Company, Relevant Martial Arts, Bank of Cherokee County, H&H Quality Tires and Auto, Grace Medical Equipment, Bob Ed Culver State Rep, UFFC, Spring Hollow Food and Supply, Suzanne Myers, First Students Tahlequah, Springwater Fence, RedDirtTexasCountry.com, BJ Baker's Trial Attorney.
Welcome back here on the Green Country Sports Network and the Green Country Funeral Home Halftime Show. Lots of Green Countries in there. Thanks, Coach Cloud, for coming up. And I say Coach Cloud. I mean, he was a coach, so everybody that's a coach was a coach. I'm thinking Gary was my T-ball coach. Craig and I decided we were on the same team. I don't know if Gary remembers that. That was about eons ago. So.
Oh yeah.
And I remember some guy just yelling and screaming at me all the time. I was out there 5 years old. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, it's like the World Series. T-ball has got the pressure on you.
Believe it or not, nowadays you got parents getting into fist fights out in the parking lot over T-ball, from what I hear. So you never know. But again, thanks for Green Country Funeral Home, David Dick, sponsoring our halftime show here. They are Tahlequah's voted number one funeral home in the Cherokee County, Tahlequah, and we thank them for that. And Gary, tell me a little bit. Let's do the trivia again, and then we'll talk a little bit about the stats. We don't know how much time is left on the halftime, but they are still doing some stuff out there right now with the band, so we figure there's at least 5 minutes left.
Yep. Well, if we got 5 minutes left, I'll just ramble a little bit.
That's fine. We're going to take another break in a little bit.
In 1900, there was a Baptist high school in Tahlequah, and they went out of business about 1909.
That was what, your freshman year?
Okay. 8th grade year. And they sold that building to Tahlequah High School, and Tahlequah High School was there from until about 1924, and they tore that down, built the Central Building, where a lot of old Central High School, a lot of people went to school there, and then they made it a junior high, and then they made it a middle school, and it's still there. But that was Central High School back in the day, and they wore black and gold uniforms, their basketball and football. So our trivia question is, what year did they stop using black and gold for football and start using orange and white?
Yeah, so answer that on our YouTube here. We've had some people answer, and then it kind of went cold. So answer on there on our YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe our channel, and you could win $40 in Buffalo Wild Wings. Always a good time to go eat B-dubs, especially if you go on buy one get one on Tuesday or Thursday. You get a lot of wings for $40. So
hey, I hate it. I never eat wings, Kelly. That's just you don't eat family.
Oh goodness, yeah. Well, Craig and I went yesterday to pick them up, and we end up spending the money that you guys end up getting. What happens is, because Craig got wings, I actually got a salad. But
Craig's eating wings.
He ate them today. He ate them yesterday. Man. He didn't eat very many though. So what part of the buffalo does it come from? We're here tonight. It's a little chilly. I feel bad for Mr. Bizzle up there and Emily, and then what was your name again? Zane. They're up there freezing their tail feathers off up top because it's cold out there, and they're doing the videoing for different things, and we're very happy. Jennifer is asking me, where was Bagel High School? Was it in the same building? Bagley.
Okay. That's the education building.
Bagle. Okay, yeah. I just mispronounced that. Yeah. Okay, I'm an idiot.
They were in business until about 1942, somewhere in there. They closed that high school down.
I remember when the Tigers, the junior high was gold and blue, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Because my basketball uniform felt like a burlap sack. We don't get the things that you get now. It was bad. The shorts were like really short, and yeah, it was bad. Those things were so uncomfortable. But then they move off, and now everything's all nice and soft and smooth and everything like that. So keep those guesses coming. Make sure you're subscribing on there, and it looks like the Tigers are coming back out on the field. So we're guesstimating there's about 3 minutes to go before halftime starts. And
Kelly, do you remember? And I'm sure you do, and probably everybody out there that's played sports. You remember the first uniform you got?
Oh yeah.
Oh, how proud you were of that.
You put it on and look at it and didn't want to. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Mine would have been in probably t-ball, or when I was a little baseball player. I played baseball growing up, and then of course football, and then ended up being tennis was my main sport that I ended up being good at. About 350 pounds ago, back when I could run. But
hey, speaking of tennis,
2010, Tahlequah girls tennis had an awesome team for about 3 years.
There were 4 All-Staters there. That was the best team they'd had in 31 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just awesome. Miss Dr. Carey at the new university. I think her daughter was on that. But anyway, that was a great tennis team.
Yeah, it was. Of course, one of my good buddies, Josh Looney, who recently lost his mom, Margie Dowling, who was a Tahlequah administrator in special education, played a big role in special ed and then Special Olympics, and such a tough loss for the Tahlequah community, and she was such a great lady, and she was she'll be missed by a lot of people.
Yeah, she was a wonderful person.
And Josh has been a good buddy of mine for a long time, and sorry for him and Billy and the family who lost Margie, but I just remember how good she was to me as a growing up, as far as we'd come over and hang out at their house and things like that. So I didn't really mean to bring that up, but it kind of just came to my heart. So she always had a smile, very infectious smile, and never really had, it just always had positive, good things to say, and was just really nice. And she raised a good young man, and Josh Looney, he's a dentist. He's over the dentistry at Cherokee Nation. So anyway, I just wanted to, give a shout out to that family, and our prayers, thoughts, prayers, and everything are with them, and everything like that. So
those people like that to make such an impression on their life.
I mean, I can tell you this, that going to that, the funeral was at Cornerstone today, and I got there about 10 or 12 minutes early, and they had already given out 500 things, and they were printing more. So there was a huge outpouring of support from the local community and education and everything like that. So,
well, I want to give a shout out to Kenneth Osaway, living up at Locust, one of our former Tahlequah Tigers. And Kenneth, send in a trivia answer here, buddy.
Yeah.
I know you know this.
We ain't got very many people. Keep those answers coming. I can't tell you if one of them's right or wrong. I'm not going to, because then I'll give it away. So keep going. And, okay, so I do want to say one of our newer sponsors, Relevant Martial Arts, really cool. Craig went and he got to take part in it. I haven't done it yet because I need to make sure I have an oxygen tank with me. But Mondays they do kids kickboxing and self-defense from 6 to 7, and adult is at 7 o'clock. And then on Tuesdays they do kids Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at 6, and then adults at 7. And then on Wednesdays your kids again are kickboxing and self-defense. And then, of course, adults following. Thursdays again, kids Brazilian at 6 and at 7. And then Fridays from 6 to 7 is women's only. And then I'm not sure what Craig wrote here. It looks like chicken scratch. But is that competition class?
It's women's only and competition.
And then competition class at 7 on Friday nights. So go by and support them. Mr. Steve Smith, he's a Tahlequah police officer, and he can go show you some jiu-jitsu and stuff. Well, I'm excited to try it, but I got to get the time over there one of these days when I get off work. So thanks to them for being a sponsor of ours, and just a lot of things going on in the community, Gary. And so there's about 2 minutes to go. Gary, you want to talk a little bit about this first half?
Well, the first half was about what we thought it would be. It was just we've got them outmanned and outsized, and experience is such a thing.
Right.
Here at Memorial, a lot of these young men have maybe their first year are coming out,
right,
second or third. So experience is such a big part of this.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad to see what Tulsa football has become. At one time, they were just top notch.
Oh, yeah.
They were the Unions and the Jinxes,
Right. So just different now. And we do want to thank the Chargers. They've been very hospitable tonight. The gentleman next door to us here have been. Yeah, they've been helping us a lot with, making sure that we know as best we can times and giving us some input. They gave us some input on where to eat tonight, because we always have a hard time finding places that open late, because we don't usually get out of here till after 10 or later. So sometimes that can be a little tough, and a lot of times after Friday night football, there's not a lot of places to go because everybody's filling up. Right. So, but the marching band is going, playing the old fight song. They're all dressed up. I see Winnie the Pooh coming down the stairs.
If I hear that fight song, I just want to get out there and
play. You get down in a 3-point stance every time.
Oh, man, yes. And that lasts about 5 seconds.
Then we got to help him back up.
Come back.
Spray some WD-40 on him.
Yeah. I'd like to give a shout-out to all my students, former students from Lost City and Woodall and Lowry. They're all a big part of my life. I saw Daniel Barger the other day, and it brought back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, had some good times back in the days.
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting things going on here. Tigers are going to be kicking it off. We will get started here at the second half. Again, thanks Green Country Funeral Home for your halftime show. Thanks UFFC Mortgage for your pregame show. And if your business wants to sponsor our basketball coming up, please message me. We could really use the help. And I say that because, there's a lot more traveling in basketball and a lot more stuff. I mean, we're doing fine, but we'd love your support. Small business here. Again, we donate half of our proceeds back to the Tahlequah Athletic Foundation, the program. So we'll be presenting a check to Mr. Matt Cloud probably at the end of May when the end of the school season, the whole thing ends. But
and we have 22 games in basketball as opposed to 10 in football.
Right.
So you'll get your name.
You get
out
a lot
there
more bang for your buck, and we're not gonna, it'll be a good little package, and we always try to ad-lib things and make it a little humorous, and hopefully that works. So here we go with the kickoff, and a short kick fielded at the 35 and brought up and moving forward, and is going to pick up a nice little gain there. He's going to be brought down, we're going to say, the 39-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Chargers.
That may be their best field position.
They've gotten just around, to start off, they've gotten around the 40. I do not believe they've gotten past the 50 yet tonight. They've had a couple of good plays, though. They've came close. What's really hurt them more than anything, Gary, is just some of their turnovers.
Oh, yes.
Because at the beginning when we were having our camera difficulties, we were having, they had a high snap, they had the 3 different people like a ping pong or a pinball hitting their return men on a kickoff, several different little things like that have really hurt them and at least given up 2 to 3 scores.
Yes.
Here we go, and here is the handoff to the big running back, and he is met and brought down. Looks like he's going to gain about a yard here. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. And, Gary, you did hear who number 77 was earlier we were calling. Who was that?
Oh, gosh.
Someone texted me. I got
Question, Vernon Buckner.
Vernon Buckner. So, again, if there's somebody else out there that we don't know as a number, please message us on our Facebook, put it on our YouTube. We will try to name them because we want to give credit to as many kids as we can getting playing time tonight.
And Coach Cloud mentioned we don't want to get anybody injured, and they've got a whole slew of new players.
Right. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Here's the dropping back, looking to pass. Has a man throwing it high. Nice spiral. Nowhere to really go with it, and it's going to be out of bounds at the 30-yard line there. Incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Chargers. That was a nice, good spiral, Gary. He just didn't have a guy open.
Yeah, LaShawn Johnson had a beat on it. It just was out of bounds. I believe he would have intercepted that if it had been in bounds.
Right.
Good coverage.
Very good coverage here, and I'm thinking they need to go back to, Memorial. Go back to that quarterback direct snap and let him run it. He was getting about 9-10 yards every time he was doing that.
Yes.
And here we go, big 3rd down for the defense.
We've got number 33 out there. We don't have his number. So if you know who 33 is,
here we go, quarterback keeper around the right side. Tigers might have been expecting that. Being chased out of bounds and is going to be brought down at about the 40-yard line by about 4 Tigers. I see number 20 out there. LaShawn Johnson, one of the guys. Number 42 on the ground getting up. Jordan Meisner, a little bit hobbling, but he's okay. Number 54 also there. Kyron Toby.
Who's 64? 64 is
64, Bryce Anderson. I've called his name once or twice tonight.
Bryce Anderson. He was starter on offensive line. I guess getting you some experience in.
And it looks like number 42 is going to have might be cramping. He just went down. I hope he's okay. Jordan Meisner, and it is going to be a timeout by the Tigers as an injury timeout. And we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds here on the Green Country Sports Network.
Hope he's okay.
Welcome back here on the Green Country Sports Network. Kelly Calloway, Craig Wing, Gary Wing, and Emily McAlpine trying to look up some scores for you tonight. And just to kind of give you some updates on some things, I believe Collinsville is really putting the hurting down on Pryor tonight, I think is what you were saying, Gary.
Right.
And
That's a big game.
Yeah, and I believe our Tiger was okay. And here we go with it. 4th down, and dropping back to pass, has a man deep. 2 Tigers there with him, and overthrown. 2 Tigers there with him was number 20, LaShawn Johnson, and I believe the other one was number 27, Bodie Jimerson, I think were the 2 defensive backs there. Again, trying to get it pulled up, but I can't get any scores to come up on my Squirtle, so somebody else may have to do it for me later. But Tigers will take over with the Cherokee County Collision 1st and 10. We also want to thank the Qual at qualmix.com and reddirttexascountry.com. You know, I talk about how in practice I pull that up when I'm treating patients. Make sure that you can go on there and you can click on either one if you go to the Qual at qualmix.com. So Bishop Kelly is losing 13-7 back to Coweta with a minute to go in, I believe, the half. And here we go. Jimerson dropping back to pass and throwing low, intended for Cale Matlock. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And let's see here, Gary. Sapulpa leading Claremore 14-7 at half. Collinsville is beating 42-8 over Pryor at half.
Ooh,
and we've got Tulsa Memorial and Hilldale 8-0. Hilldale leading in the 1st right now. That's our scores for right now. Craig got his to pull up. So there we go. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Handing it off around the left side here. Spar moving and not tackled and brought down. He's going to get a Cherokee County Collision 1st and 10. He made a couple of guys miss with ankles. They're trying to do some ankle tackles on him, and that's going to be a big 1st down. Nice run there by Spar.
Yes, he's very patient. He's just following his blockers and waiting for the block and then making the good cut.
Yeah. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Younger's up there calling the play. And here we go. Dropping back to pass. Younger passing around the right side. Has a man open in the corner. Tipped and incomplete. Looks like it was intended for number 13, Matlock?
Yes.
And the corner there, he had an opening. Good job by the Charger defense to get a hand up and to block that vision, so he just couldn't quite get the catch there.
Yes, that was very good. That's a little bit underthrown there. He was open for a moment.
Just a little bit. Then that receiver jumped up at the right time there, Gary. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Again, don't know the time left because of the clock. Spar running it up the middle and hit and brought down after a gain of about, we're going to say 7 there. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. Spar again with the carry there, and he's had several good carries tonight. Of course, we got, 3 touchdowns by Munoz tonight, correct, Gary?
Oh, gosh, we're just going to have to count those.
I think Munoz had 3.
A couple of
he has
passing
at least,
and 1
Yeah, well, he has a couple of them, and then we've got several different players that have scored tonight. One of them being, I think, Jacob Morrison scored. And here we go, Spar running it again, and he is going to pick up a Cherokee County Collision 1st and 10 for Tahlequah.
Just a good run in there.
It is a good run.
Number 62 is in at left guard for Tahlequah, Alec Willard. We still have our Luis Hernandez in there at center. And number 56.
Yeah.
Is that Braxton Rooster?
Is it?
Nope,
Yeah.
Cy Fisher.
Cy Fisher,
yes. And then 58, and I don't have a number for 58 either.
Yeah, if you guys have any of these numbers, please put it on our comments and see if Craig make him work and get off his phone. Here we go. Brody Younger making some guys miss, and he just throws it out of bounds. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. I think they're going to get him for intentional grounding. Flag on the play. Flags tonight by Central 21's Suzanne Myers, your professional realtor.
So is this not high school, not like the pros, where if you get out of the pocket, you can just throw it anywhere?
Well, the one thing you have to do is you still have to make it past the line of scrimmage, and I'm not sure he did.
Oh, okay.
But, again, I missed it over here. I didn't see our little replay that we can see.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he got past the line of scrimmage. But they're talking about it right now, and we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. There's not been, Susan Myers is not like the Salisaw game when we mention her every other.
Oh, someone just messaged me and said, did you get that, Craig? Number 58 is Hunter Clay. They did a number change at halftime.
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
Well, there we go. Thank you for that, Miss, looks like Emily Ann Davis, for your input there. Thank you so much. We try to stay as prepared as we can, but we just did not realize that. And it looks like now we're going to have another whistle. I'm not sure what happened here. Is there a flag out there?
We have a lot of young players, and
yeah, I couldn't see that one. Maybe we can see it right here on our board.
You know, it's all these parts. There's 11 players. They've all got to do their part. And it's just split-second timing. A bobbles here, a bad snap there, and it just messes the whole play up.
Right.
And boy, last week when we played Glenpool, it was just working on all cylinders. It was a very good game of football.
Definitely. Here we go. Here's the pass, or the handoff, I'm sorry, and handing it off to Spar up the middle and charging forward, and he is going to pick up about 3 or 4 of those lost yards from the penalty. It's going to bring up a third down, and we're going to say 13 now for Tahlequah.
Kelly, I could hear those helmets. Spar lowered his helmet there. I could hear that way up here. He runs very hard.
He does.
So they got Hunter Clay in on offense.
Yeah, number 58. So here we go. Brody Younger looking over to see what the play call is and talking to his line now. One thing I do want to mention, Two Sisters Financial, if you're needing somewhere to do your financial planning, go see Renita and Renda. And here we go. Younger with the keep, not going to pitch it, and he's charging forward, going to pick up a good chunk of yards there. It's going to bring up a fourth down for the Tigers, and it's going to be about
very close.
1 yard, maybe 2. I can't tell. The people running the chains, I know they're just helping, but they keep moving the chains when they're not supposed to, and the referee over there, he keeps having to stop them. So it looks like it's going to be a fourth, and we're going to call it, I'm thinking it's a 1. But the angle we're sitting at right now is kind of hard to tell. But here we go. Here's the snap and handing it off up the middle to Spar. And he's going to be in for a touchdown. Tahlequah Tigers. Spar with the touchdown there. It's going to bring your score to 47-0. Tahlequah Tigers in command. We're going to be coming up with the extra point here by Jimerson shortly.
Well, that was a very good job by the offensive line. It just opened that hole up. And from the angle we were at, Kelly, we could just see that thing opening up. It was beautiful to watch.
It was. And here we go. Ball down, and kick is up. A nice hard kick there, and it is good. Tigers taking the lead 48-0. Do not know how much time is remaining in this third quarter, but my guess is about half of it's gone away. But we're going to take a quick pause and be right back on the Green Country Sports Network. And we're back on the Green Country Sports Network. Judy Gardner, I'm not sure, but that's what Squirtle said, just to answer your question. Okay, so I just heard there's 3:30 to go in the third quarter. I got a text. It's good when you're in the know, Gary. That's why I'm important.
It's good to know. Yes. Good to have friends out there. Thank you, guys.
Friends in low places, right?
Yeah, it's good.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I don't know why it's not letting me pull mine up here. But football, I'm trying to. Yeah, and our Squirtle does say Tulsa Memorial on there not playing us. Or not playing. It shows.
Might be McLean, possibly.
Where's it at here? 5A. Why is it not letting me get my football? What is this? Oh, yeah. So Squirtle says 41-0 Tahlequah against Tulsa Memorial, and then if you go down, it says Tulsa Memorial at Hilldale. I bet it's Tulsa. Would it be Tulsa Hale maybe?
I'm thinking maybe McLean.
Or McLean maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah. Possibly one of those two schools.
Possibly. Yes.
And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
And McLean's getting a lot of new players out there also.
Yep. And I believe there's about 3 minutes and probably 27 seconds to go after that kickoff. Here we go. Quarterback dropping back, looking for someone open, nowhere to go. Running it now. Has some lane there. And missed. First tackle missed, and he's still charging forward. He's going to pick up a nice chunk of yardage there. They're going to give him a first down. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. That was a nice little play there by the quarterback.
Yeah.
Making something out of nothing, Gary.
Yep. Number 7 turned that play back in and made him go back to the middle field where we could tackle him. I believe that's the first time we've called his name tonight.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the
Oh, yeah, number 7.
Yeah, number 7.
Jaden Moore.
Yes, he's a good.
You still
good
haven't
young
got to
player.
use your nickname.
No, Eli Gibson's in there at linebacker also. Who's our?
Here we go, dropping back to hand it off. I'm messing it all up tonight. Here's the running back here. So now I've said dropping back to hand it off. I've got the end over end spiral, the 53-yard line. So right now we're at the 52-yard line. I'm just kidding, 48. Oh, man, I'm going to be fired by my own company that I own.
76 is in there.
Yep.
At nose guard. They've tried a lot of nose guards tonight. And Parker Wisenhunt.
Yeah, here we go. Going to be a 2nd down, and we're going to say 5 here, right in the middle there, right in front of me almost.
Well, our number of players suited up has gone way down with all these injuries.
It has, and I hope these boys get better for next week because we got a big game.
Here
we go. Nice pass over here to just a little high. Not brought down, but now they're going to give a penalty there. I think that's kind of a. Never mind, I can't say. But either way, I'm not sure that was a penalty, but they're going to give them a pass interference, and that is going to be a 1st and 10 for Chargers. But again, I could be blocked by the view here. Let's just see if we got it. He might have met him there early after I looked at that. That's probably right.
It's probably uncatchable, though.
It was, but we'll go with it. And the Chargers have moved past half the midfield now, so they are on the move here. Going to be a 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
When you're ahead 48-0, it's just pretty embarrassing to try to argue a call.
No, and it's okay, and it probably was. That's why that guy gets paid, and I don't to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about coaches over there.
Oh no, I know.
They're not going to be complaining now about
it's okay.
anything.
And it probably was pass interference. So here we go, handing it off around the left side to number 9, moving forward. Is going to get about 6 or so yards there. Nice run there by number 9.
Northington, man, that was a nice form tackle right there. Really good job.
So I just heard that Tulsa, McLean, and Hilldale are the ones playing.
Yeah.
So you are right. It is McLean.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it.
Yeah, Craig said they're at the 72-yard line.
Have you heard anything about Wagner and Grove? Grove is a powerhouse on offense this year.
Yes, they are.
4A school.
I wonder what Wagner and Collinsville would look like. Or not Wagner, Grove. And here we go. It's going to be a 2nd down, and we're going to say 5 here for the Chargers. And here's the snap, handing it off again to the running back up the middle. He's going to pound through for about 2 more yards. Going to bring up a 3rd down here. And Wagner, we're here, is up 20-7 over Grove, which is a nice lead there for Wagner. Good job.
I'm thinking if they'd played the first game of the year, it'd been just backwards from that.
Yeah.
Wagner coach, they're like Tahlequah coaches. They really work their players get better during the year.
And here we go. Here, 3rd down, and we're going to say 4. And low handoff right back. Looked like it was almost just right to the running back there. He's going to pick up maybe a yard here. Going to bring up a 4th down now. And let's see, they stop in the clock. Is this the end of the 4th maybe? I meant the 3rd. I'm sorry, end of the 3rd quarter. I was trying to look at the referees and see what's going on. I believe it is. That is going to be the end of the 3rd. Tahlequah leading 48-0. We're going to take a quick break. and we'll be right back on the Green Country Sports Network. And we are back. Started the fourth quarter. Tigers in control, 48-0. We have been notified that the coaches have agreed to a running clock, so this will be a faster fourth quarter. Again, we're working without our time clock or anything. There is the play clock as far as that is. We got that, so that's good. Gary's got his own little watch over here, the sundial. Not the sundial, the what do you call it? The hourglass.
Hourglass, yeah.
You know, when he leaves here, he goes and gets in his Flintstone car. But here we go. Low snap. Quarterback trying to get it. He is going to be able to pick. Oh no!
Whoa.
He had it. I'm not sure what they're going to end up calling. I think they're going to end up.
They gave it to the Tigers.
Something's going on here. A couple of the Tigers and the Memorial guys getting into a little scuffle here, and let's just see what happened there. But originally it looked like Memorial had the ball and thought he was down, but then the lineman on this side called it something, and then there was a big something number
WWE.
That was like a WWE play. Number 8, was it number 8 there?
Yeah.
Number 8 or number 6 for Memorial went up, and it almost looked like a WWE player to number 14 there, Braden Northington. I hope everything's okay. I'm not sure what happened there.
There must have been some nice words being exchanged.
Yeah, he is not happy, and it looks like they're trying to figure out what's going on here, but he is very, very upset. And looks like maybe a parent is going to talk to him, which is probably a good thing to line him out. And, we hate seeing that. I understand it's frustrating. I've played back when we weren't real good at Tahlequah, and it's frustrating sometimes to kind of do that, you know what I mean? And we just hope that this kid can get his head back and everything will be okay, you know what I mean?
Right, yes. And, you put so much of yourself into this practicing and getting ready and sacrificing.
And it's frustrating. It is.
And it's 48-0, you
right.
know. And Tahlequah guy said something that
maybe. Yeah, we don't know what happened there, but it was not luckily nothing went of it in the sense of no one was hurt.
Yeah.
And the referees got in there real quick. And there's your carry, Gary, for your first carry of the night for Josh Richardson.
Yes.
And, again, we apologize. We got a little carried away with what happened in the extracurricular activities. But was a Green Country Sports, Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10 for the Tigers here. Younger with the snap, rolling around to his left, looking to pass. Pass bobbled and almost intercepted there by number 52. Almost a really, really good defensive play for the Chargers.
Yeah.
And we got a guy out there on the Charger team. He's doing calisthenics and jumping around and dancing. So he is happy to go. Looks like he might be the nose guard, number 76. What was his name? What's his name, Gary?
He's a senior.
Jose Saldivar. And he is happy to be out there to play.
Happy
I like
senior,
it.
Yeah. He's just enjoying it. Going to make the most of it.
So we're going to draw here in a minute for our trivia. We got a little carried away here. It is a running clock. And here is the handoff around the left side to Richardson, going around, moving and breaking an ankle tackle, and he is going to be brought out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. It's going to be a Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10. Nice run there by Richardson.
Yes, it was. A really nice jerking his foot out of there.
And now looks like we're going to have a penalty. Penalties brought to you by Suzanne Meyer, Century 21 Right Real Estate. Housing market's on fire. Give her a call. And we're going to do a quick draw here. Craig's might go let one of them go draw. See what Oh, okay. He's going to let someone go draw upstairs.
Have we got time for another entry? Do you want me to repeat that again?
No, I think we're going to go ahead and draw it since we got the running clock. Now we got number 76. Looks like he's down on the ground. I hope he's okay. Not sure what happened here, and I didn't see it. I guess it's going to be a personal foul on Memorial, which is going to give us 15 yards, and it's going to set up I believe it's going to be a 1st and 10, just enough to where Tahlequah can get another first down, Gary.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is fun for the subs. It's not fun for the Memorial team, though.
No.
It's just...
but it's okay. It's all right.
It's part of life.
Yeah, it is.
You don't win every week.
Yeah. And if you need a good bank, go see Armstrong Bank for all your banking needs. Also, Gary, the Tahlequah Public Schools Athletic Foundation, they're doing their donations at $2, $12, or $22, whatever you can do. It helps a great cause here in Tahlequah. And got our winner. We'll call it after this. And here is the handoff to Richardson up the middle and brought down after a gain of 2. It's going to be a 2nd down and 10 or 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. And Gary, go ahead and read that trivia question and give us the answer.
Tahlequah Athletics wore black and gold uniforms from the start until this year, and then they changed to orange and white. And what year was that?
And what was it?
It was...
He's drum rolling.
1969 season.
1969 was the season. And our winner tonight is...
Tommy Webb. Woo! He was there. Tommy was there. Is that fair?
You're the one that... I guess.
I don't know. I'm telling you. Tommy called me last week or texted me, said, how'd I watch this game? So, Tommy, I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you're watching.
Well, now you got to take Gary to eat. Apparently, you guys had a little setup going on, didn't you? Now, I see what it is.
Okay, Tommy. I'll be contacting you. But no, it was definitely no setup.
I know. I'm just teasing you anyway. I don't think anybody would care that much. if anybody gets upset over $40 in B-dubs, Craig will buy it for you.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
if you get mad at Tommy, he's a master dart thrower. He'll throw some darts at you.
Here we go.
He could hurt you.
2nd and 8 for the Tigers.
You'll be needing B.J. Baker then.
Here we go, handing it off to Richardson around the left side, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 2. He almost got around that left edge and was going to take it into the house.
Yeah, that was a great tackle, wasn't it? Sure looked like he was going places.
And there was a brief timeout for an injury, and it looked like the player was okay for the Chargers.
Player of the game.
Yep.
I'm number 5. He had a lot of yards there.
He did. I think that we've already kind of talked about it, and we believe Josh Munoz will be our Green Country Sports Network and Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game tonight. So congratulations, Josh. Gary will be down here briefly. And here we go. Tigers with a pass to number 24.
Eli Gibson.
And it's going to be a touchdown. Tahlequah. Eli Gibson, first touchdown of the season, I believe.
Yes.
That's going to be 54-0 Tigers. Nice pitch and catch there from Brody Younger. That's his 2nd pass tonight for a touchdown, Gary.
Is it really?
It is, because he threw one earlier to Jacob Morrison. So
yes.
Tigers scoring again here. And Gary is going to come down here briefly. We'll talk about it here in just a minute. And the ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. Tigers now going to be leading 55-0 over Tulsa Memorial. But we have decided Josh Munoz will be our Green Country Sports Network and Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game. We got to try to have Gary smile for our picture this time, though, or he's going to get fired from doing them.
Well, they got all these
right there, Craig.
They got all these different cameras aiming at us, and I guess I just need to smile forever,
Right.
As soon as we start.
Yeah. Just start smiling, Gary. I know you have a face for radio, but we got to do what we got to do.
Probably about.
Yeah, Gary's going to have to go down here in a minute, and Craig and I'll call the rest of the game because we do have a running clock. We don't know how much time's left, so we're probably going to send him down briefly. We got to find someone to take a picture. I'm not sure how we're going to do that with you.
Yeah.
Unless
Hey,
you want me to go down this time because I got a phone that can do it. I don't care.
Yeah, that 1969 team, I'm going to shout out some of the players. Gary
Yeah.
Dotson, Larry, Kelly Garrett, Steve Stennett, David Meggs, Mike Dobbins. Gosh, there's just Mike Harris. There's just a ton of good players. Leon Oswey. And like I said, that team broke a 19-game losing streak. So I can't name them all, but it was Noble Beck. Gosh, lots of good players. I think there was a stop on that team also. Doyle Green was our coach, along with Riley Crawford. Hey, hello, Coach Crawford.
Yeah.
He's teaching out at 10 Killer now.
Gary's going to do a little calling. We're trying to get some things going. Gary, you and Emily might go down, and we have you take the picture and let Emily be in the picture tonight. Yeah. Gary's upset. He's upset he didn't get to be in the picture. Till he starts smiling again, then we can put him back.
Oh,
Here is a big run by the running back. Nice gain there of over 20 yards for the Chargers. And, man, I bet that one didn't feel good to make a tackle on that guy. He's a big old boy.
Yes, he is. And
he's fast, too.
Yeah. Rumbling's the word what comes to mind. Rumbling down the field.
I'm excited on that number 77 for Tahlequah. That's a big guy we have on our side that's going to be coming up. Is that Buckner, you said?
Buckner, Vernon Buckner. I'd like to know how tall he is.
I don't know, but
they have a 77. Their center 77 is a very large young man also. That must be just the number.
She said yes or no. She said she'll go with him, but she'll take the picture. She doesn't want to be
Shy.
Is she coming down then? I don't know. We don't know. Running clock. They don't know.
About 3. I think there's about 3 minutes in the game is my guess.
7. So there's 7 minutes to go. I just got a text from Mr. Coach Matt Cloud here. We're going to send Gary down shortly with Emily. So probably for the end of the game, we may just do a wide pan, and then Craig and I'll call the end of the game.
So who's our player of the game?
Josh Munoz.
Josh Munoz.
We got him a thing here, and one day we'll have somebody here that can do good handwriting, me and Craig, and we've failed miserably. No, I don't. Yeah. So here we go, and the Chargers wearing the ball here and going to be brought down. It's going to be no gain here. It's going to be a second down and actually, I'm sorry, third down and call it 6 for the Tahlequah for the Memorial Chargers.
Well, the rough stats, Munoz had approximately 80 yards with 2 touchdown pass receptions and a running touchdown. So congratulations to him. And, he knows, as the rest of us do, it's a team game. And
Oh, yeah. And he did a good job of stepping in as the starting running back this time, Gary.
Yes.
And here is the pass, and it is tipped by a couple of Tigers there and almost brought down by number 19 for Tahlequah, Makai Frankie. And, Craig, I don't know what he's doing. Have you done like 3 of them now?
Just 2.
Is this one better? It's bigger. Okay. Sorry, we're ad-libbing here. We're trying to write on these things. We really need someone that has good handwriting, and none of us do. Yeah. Craig looks like he's drawing hieroglyphics over here. So here we go. 4th down. Chargers are going for it. And here is the snap dropping back, looking to pass. Now he's going to have to run. Has a guy chasing him, throwing it up, left-handed. Has a man open. Oh, and almost caught at the 18-yard line. We had a new quarterback in there, Gary. It was the number 10 for the Chargers. Riley Rogers he's a lefty and threw it up there, and his receiver almost caught that.
Number 56, Cy Fisher had a bead on that quarterback and putting some pressure on him, made him throw it quick.
Yeah. And so Tigers will take it over with a Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10.
I write it in cursive and no one will be able to read
So we appreciate y'all joining us tonight. I know that Tigers are in command here tonight, and so thanks for staying with us. Thanks for entering the contest. Next week we will have trivia again. It'll be a free 30-minute massage from the Palms Spa, Massage and Spa, and thankful to Megan for that. Megan White. And here we go with the handoff around the left side to 25, Josh Richardson. And he is breaking a tackle, making some men miss, and going to be knocked out right at the 50-yard line. Going to pick up another Cherokee County collision, 1st and 10.
Now, do you mean as in knocked out that he was...
No, knocked out of bounds.
Oh, knocked out
I'm
of
sorry.
bounds. Mom was getting worried there at home.
No, he's fine. He took a nice hit there and went on straight out of that, and got out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
He sure got the ability to make people miss, doesn't he?
He's going to be a good running back for us. And here we go. Younger looking to take the snap. A little bit of a high snap. Handing it off to Richardson again around the left head, running into his own guy and falls down right at the 50 again.
Jitterbug.
Is that his nickname you're calling him? Okay. Remember the Titans? Was it Jitterbug? I don't remember now. It's been so long. I was thinking about that movie today, or the other day, but it's a good movie.
Has anybody out there watched 12 Mighty Orphans? I was wondering if that was a good movie. That came out this summer.
Never heard
Mighty
of it.
Orphans.
Never heard of that. So
it came out. Yeah.
I do want to see the Stillwater movie. Here we go. Younger with the keep and no one touching him. They're going to be at the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, and brought down at about the 14-yard line. Huge run there by Younger. And he is going to pick up the Cherokee County collision, 1st 10. There is
Suzanne. We're going to mention her name.
Suzanne, we're mentioning your name. Suzanne Meyer, Century 21, right real estate. Flag on the play. I hope it doesn't bring that back, and I think it might. Younger with a nice play here. Actually, it was going to be declined. Right?
I don't know what they're doing here.
That is the ball game, so you might want to go on down, Gary. That was a fast 7 minutes. So, again, we will take a quick break and be right back on the Green Country Sports Network.
Hey y'all, it's Lou Kelly from the Quad at QuamX.com, inviting you to join us each and every day, Monday through Sunday, where you can tune in and hear all the scores from all of the high schools in Cherokee County. It's an update that happens every other hour. Just listen for it. Plus, your favorite songs from 1955 until today. And RedDirtTexasCountry.com plays Red Dirt, Texas Country Charts, and the 1990s decade of country music. Go to QuamX.com and click Listen Live. I'll see you there.
And we are back at the end of the game here, 55-0. Tahlequah Tigers with the win. Nice win for the Tigers. They were able to rest some of their starters tonight, Craig. And give me some thoughts of what you think, how they played.
Well, once again, I think they played pretty good. Just a couple penalties, a couple miscues. They just putting it together. One game after another. I think we had Jordan Messner came out of the game at one point, limping.
Meisner, I think it's Meisner.
Okay. He seemed to be the only guy that, seemed like they stayed pretty healthy this game.
They did.
That was one of the keys to the game.
It was, and for the most part, there was a few of them, but not too many quarterback center exchanges were too bad, and so they've been working on that obviously, and again. Good job by the Memorial Chargers tonight, and they're over here, doing their alma mater song, and always good to have them out there, and and it was just a good game for the Tigers, and again tonight our player of the game is our Green Country Sports Network and Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game is Josh Munoz with I believe he had 3 touchdowns, right, Craig?
Yeah, I didn't catch any of it because I was working on equipment. I just heard you guys call the touchdowns while I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off, and that was a crazy situation. And I apologize to our viewers and our sponsors, but I think we had a good game. The team had a good game, so good job, Tigers.
Yeah, they did, and of course we don't know what really happened up there, but luckily Emily wasn't shot too hard.
Yeah.
We apologize, Bobby.
Yeah. From everything I could see, it was a power surge, and everything had to be reset.
Yeah.
Our computers, everything. So
that was a new one for us. So, but next week we go and play Collinsville, and here at home. I'm sorry. Please, if you can make it, come out to the game. We understand. We know we have this broadcast here.
Yeah.
Come out and support them. It's senior night, and be out there and be loud because we're going to need it.
I think we're going to have football weather. It won't be windy, but it will be chilly.
Yeah.
I think
good football.
Tonight was a little bit chilly, hoodie weather. I think next week
be cold
probably be in the 40s.
And you'll be I'm sure the Tigers will have some hot chocolate and some things for you guys to buy.
Well, I got to get a Tiger cookie. I haven't had one all season.
Yeah, Tiger cookies are always good. So, but until then, we will be back next week. We will be at home for Tahlequah taking on probably their biggest game of the year. They're on a 5-game win streak now. But we thank you all again. Thanks to our sponsors for bearing with us tonight with all this that went on. Thank you for the parents and everyone that texts us and messages, the family and the friends, and thank you for your support. And we will be back on the Green Country Sports Network next time.